Good afternoon, friends. This is big news from our federal government. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has just made a major announcement regarding the U.S. economy. There's also new information on the next batch of monthly payments for all Social Security recipients. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch.
But with that being said, I said, if we're going to do it, let's get something for it. And changing into a transportation mode, going to electric when we had very, very dependable on foreign supply chain on mostly China. I said, that doesn't make any sense. So we put this together saying $3,750 would come if you source, if you secure and source and do the processing in North America or countries of the free trade agreement. And we've also agreed, I think, to expand to our allies that weren't in the free trade agreement, but they would be reliable supply chains. And then the other $3,750 was for the manufacturing of the battery in a car in North America. And you know, I've been very upset about this, and we have some slides, I'm going to go through this. One of the things I'm frustrated by is the classification of the manufacturing of certain foils, powders, and other components as processing instead of manufacturing. So what we've done is exactly what you all did. You know, you basically have provided, upside down, you've provided basically I think is it a grant based on exactly what we've talked about. What is the project? You know, cathode powder, global lithium battery industry, the lithium arm, commercial production of, and the cathode powder, and now that cathode powder is into processing. Now it's been defined by the Treasury as processing, and I understand that came from you all. It can't be one or the other, depending on where you want to put it, to get more product from other places. We want this done in America. We don't want this overseas because basically then there's no urgency for our manufacturing to ever do this. That's the problem I'm having with it. If we're going to get something for it, I don't want to be relying on foreign supply chains. I'd rather have it right here in the United States, or at least in North America, we have better control. So can you discuss your involvement with the Treasury on the implementation of the credits? Because they're saying that you all told them what fit where.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Yes, we advise the Treasury Department on issues relating to definitions as it involves energy. And we did advise on 30D, and we used the definition that was in the bipartisan infrastructure law, the exact definition.
There was no credits in that. There was nothing that's tied to that.
Right. So we tried to use congressional intent based upon the bipartisan infrastructure law in terms of the definition.
Yeah, but you all had already done a grant based on this.
So this grant, the applicant that you could apply under the extraction processing, you could apply under manufacturing. They applied under the manufacturing. We didn't direct them which way to go. They would have qualified under either side. But the bottom line on this is you are totally right in that we want all of it manufactured in America, or as much of it as possible, or with countries whose values we share.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has just declared that the U.S. economy had achieved a long-sought soft landing. This is a historically unusual event in which high inflation is tamed without significantly damaging the labor market. During an interview with CNN News, Janet Yellen said, "What we are seeing now, I think, we can describe as a soft landing, and my hope is that it will continue." Government figures out earlier on Friday showed job gains and wage increases in December had both exceeded expectations, with payrolls climbing 216,000. The report, which suggested continued upside risk for inflation, prompted investors to trim bets that the Federal Reserve would begin cutting rates in March. Secretary Yellen zeroed in on the latest wage data, which showed average hourly earnings rose 4.1% in the year through December, given consumer inflation for the year is projected by economists to come in at 3.2%, which would mean wages exceeded price growth in 2023. She also noted that wage increases are running over price increases now. American workers are getting ahead, and the progress for the middle-income families is very noticeable. For 2 years, the Treasury chief consistently rejected the gloomiest predictions for the U.S. economy, even as the central bank pursued an aggressive rate hiking campaign through much of 2022 and 2023. While never ruling out a recession, she repeatedly said she saw a path to a so-called soft landing. Also, friends, there are several Social Security changes that have recently taken effect that you might not know about. This year, Social Security benefits will receive a 3.2% cost of living adjustment. This means an extra $59 per month this year for the average retired worker. The first group of retirees will receive their January Social Security payments worth up to $4,873 for top earners who retire at age 70. Retired seniors born between the 1st and the 10th of a month will receive their first payment of 2024 on Wednesday, January 10th. But for a select group of working Americans, the new year means having to open their wallets a bit more. In 2023, all earned income between 1 cent and $160,200 was subject to the 12.4% payroll tax. This payroll tax accounts for about 90% of that revenue that America's top retirement program brings in. So with few exceptions, the maximum taxable earnings cap adjusts higher, along with the national average wage index every year. In 2024, all earned income between 1 cent and $168,600 will be subject to the payroll tax. Since approximately 94% of working Americans will not earn above $160,200 this year, increasing the maximum taxable earnings cap will not affect them. But for the remaining 6% of high earners, an $8,400 increase to the maximum taxable earnings could mean up to $1,000 in added taxation. There's also a small group of lifetime high earners on the receiving end of a sizable increase in their monthly benefit. Last year, the maximum monthly payout a retired worker could receive at their full retirement age was $3,627. That about 2% of eligible beneficiaries qualify for this maximum payout. In 2024, the maximum retired worker benefit at full retirement age is climbing by $195 per month to $3,822. Beginning this year, 2 states are no longer taxing Social Security benefits. According to the Motley Fool, Nebraska and Missouri have shelved their respective Social Security taxation. So that leaves 10 states that may still tax Social Security benefits based on their preset income thresholds. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.